And we're live, Sean. We are live. We are live to the internet, to the world.
Live and alive. Now what?
How is the weather where you are?
Getting better. It was cold today. Usually happens that when the wind picks up, the weather
Yeah.
pattern starts to shift. So we're actually expecting plus temperatures by the end of the week. So, for the beginning of March, not so bad.
Yeah, I must admit, I think we were 13 degrees here today, which was t-shirt weather. So that was pretty good. And it was good to, I think when the sun's out, it just makes people feel better in themselves. So that is good, hopefully.
Yeah. And speaking of people who love cold weather, Jen is in the chat already on TikTok. Yes, we're expecting plus temperatures by the weekend. I don't know about you guys in Winnipeg. Tell me some good news. Brian is saying there's no broadcast on YouTube.
Give it a second, Brian. It's showing one on here. Let me just double check.
You know what, Brian? We had to rebuild the broadcast. You may be on the old one.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
While Grant's fixing that, I'm just going to chat with Jen for a minute because I haven't seen her for a couple of days. Oh, I've got Tommy G also showing up here.
Nice.
Yeah, bam, the gang is all here. We drinking tea. Yes, we be drinking tea. This is Earl Grey in the clear glass mug.
This is your choice.
For somebody's advice. I won't mention any names, Jan. And yeah, Grant's got his Yorkshire tea. So, of course, the debate is on which is really the best tea. In the clear glass mug.
There we go.
That's like time delay. It's like
yes.
We've gone back in time.
We've gone back in time. Yeah. So Brian said it's working there now.
Yeah.
Cheers for that, Brian.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah. I keep losing you for a second there, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So the room block is now open for Vegas.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we took a look at our schedule from last year and we wanted to improve upon it. So we've already got the room booking open. We've got tickets are open. You can pay for tickets now. Speaker submissions are in full swing. So if you are planning on putting in a speaker submission, the sooner you get that in, the better.
Yeah.
All of these pieces are ready to go. They kind of speak to the fact that we don't want status quo. We want to expand. We want to grow PHS, and in doing so, moving timelines up is a good thing. And then also that gives us more time on the back end to promote once we know who has been selected as speakers, because it's not a guarantee. So, put your best work in. But whomever is selected as speakers, we want to make sure that we give them enough time to promote to their groups and promote to their email lists, and right down to shoulder tapping a few people. One of the people that we found last couple of months, and now that we're into March, it's 2 months ago. It was Claude, and Claude did an absolutely stellar presentation. It was very well received, but he was shoulder tapped by John freaking Sorbonne.
Yeah. It would be good if you could get Claude back as well. What a great presentation last year that was.
Yeah. So, it's people telling people, look, there is a group, they will receive your message, or there is a group, I think there's something that you can learn, and then you can get involved and contribute. We've got Tommy in the chat here as well. Did an absolute stellar presentation on behalf of the Tom Silver Foundation.
Oh, fantastic. not only that, a great leader in the PHS community as well. So I know he led a worship on the Sunday morning, which was fantastic and really well received. But just adding to that great energy of the conference as well. So, hats off to Tommy for that as well.
Yep,
Jesse Lewis is in the chat here. We get to
yep.
get Jesse back in person. It
So
was good to have him back there a couple of years ago.
yeah, and
Um,
Jesse presented online this year.
yes.
And so it, I don't want to say it doesn't matter how you present or how you get involved, but get involved. We definitely want you to be boots on the ground with us because it's so much fun. There's a lot of camaraderie that's built. There's a lot of sharing that goes on, away from the camera and away from the actual sessions. And that's really, the in my mind, it's almost the bigger draw is
Mm,
that one-on-one connection that you can build at PHS.
yeah, absolutely. And this year, I'm super, super, super excited. It just seems like it's like the next chapter now,
Well,
which is,
this
is,
is
is good.
JJ Hypnotist says, I am live.
Nice.
That's good. So are we. We hope.
Yes. Yes.
The one thing I will say, this is PHS 5, and I think
Mm,
a lot of people underestimated the tenacity of the core group of the planning committee, and I think of us, because one of the things that I know I learned from Jim was, you know, did it work? No. How do we make it better? It wasn't a matter of, okay, that's it, I'm quitting. It was never about quitting. It was always about, let's take the next step. Let's figure it out. Let's keep working at it. Let's keep pushing forward. Let's improve upon it. And you know, to me, I think that's one of the reasons that Jim and I got along so well is because I have a similar drive when it comes to tech things and so on and so forth. So and also to my business and so on and so forth. But having that and now having some longevity also gives us some credibility
yeah.
because yes, you know what, the first year were we on the ground? No. That was the end of COVID. We did everything online, just out of abundance of caution. Second year, yeah, boom, we were on the ground. Did everything work exactly the way we wanted it to? No. What did we do in the third year? Well, we improved as much as we could given the circumstances. Last year I think was based on the feedback that we received, it was an improvement. There are still a couple of areas that need to be addressed around some of the technical things that go on behind the scenes. We will address them. There's no question about that. But will it be an improvement
I
over
think it's one of
the
those.
before? Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's one of those that, especially doing it
Oh,
hybrid,
I
you're
think
always
you
going to
froze there,
have
Grant.
challenges.
Yep, there you go.
But I think it makes it so much more accessible.
Yep. And I will say this as well. We are still one of the only hypnosis conferences that
Oh,
is
I
a
don't know if
hybrid
that's my
conference.
internet or your internet, Sean.
I don't know. You keep ducking out.
I don't know. There we go. You're back, I think.
Yeah, you keep ducking out. So I'm not sure if it's me or you.
I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, what was the attendance this year? I think we were. I think it was at 47. I can't remember. But we are always we're a niche within a niche, and that's we're never going to have massive numbers. I think the goal this year is 65, 68 ish. See how we go, but I think I don't know if you're ever going to go beyond 100 attendees, just because again, it is a niche within a niche, and how many performing hypnotists are there in the world that are that dedicated, working kind of on their craft, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but that also means it's great because the quality of people that are there are outstanding, and every year there's a story of someone whose business has been completely transformed by attending the conference, which that is phenomenal. That's the, I mean, the goal is it's not just so people get faster inductions or faster pre-talks, or it is the marketing, it is well-being, it is the connections. It's a combination of everything. And again, it's when you have that community of performers together that are all working for that same common goal. That's what makes it special. So, and the social element. It is
Oh yeah.
always it was always good fun. I'd like to add a few more elements to the social this year, um, but yeah, it is good.
Well, and I think, again, one of the questions that was posed at the end when we were wrapping was, what are we going to do that's going to be different? Well, that's one of those things. Um, Adding more events, various styles of events, it gives you a different way to interact with your colleagues.
Yeah,
And you may find
yeah,
out that they don't like heights. You may find
yeah,
out, and they need a hypnotist.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
you may find out that they're actually really good at uh, an aspect of hypnosis that you're not, and you can learn a ton from them in a short space of time. Uh,
Yeah,
Again, the goal is to make sure that we've got um, a conference that helps you take the next step. Uh,
yes, yeah. Whatever that next step is as well. What I like is the mix of you get some people that are
oh, you're
newbies.
cutting in and out there, Grant.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you get some people that are absolute newbies, and you get some people that are massive, massive experts with decades of experience, and they learn from each other.
Yep,
Like Jack Gooby's talk this year, I thought was fascinating.
yep.
For someone that's brand new to like smash out and book 20 shows before booking his first show. It's we live in a different world now than some of the guys that were doing it 20, 30 years ago. Marketing has changed a lot since then.
Oh, I see a celebrity in our midst.
The Fraser Penman.
Fraser, how's it going? Congrats on BGT.
Mm,
That was absolutely stellar, and I know lots of other guest appearances have shown up because of it. And I'm doing my best to make sure I like them all and not miss any because it's a cool journey.
yeah, absolutely. It was really interesting watching Fraser as well because a local magician friend of mine was actually the magician that was on just before Fraser. And John's a lovely guy. He's proper old school cabaret as well. And so it was interesting seeing them both there together. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a couple of um, again the speaker submissions have just opened, but already had some great speakers put some stuff forward, which I'm really excited about. I can't say who they are yet, but one of them I consider a very esteemed professional who'll be coming over, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. And she's coming over from the UK, so that's going to be interesting.
Nice. Yes, we won't spill the beans on that one.
Not just yet.
I'm assuming, Fraser, that I'm your number one on TikTok. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Could be Grant.
Did he come on as a hypnotist and magician? They both came on as so. John Danbury is a great old school variety performer, so he is a great magician. BGT didn't showcase that as well as it could have done, but I saw his show at a local theatre, the Victorian Theatre in Halifax. And he does. I don't know if you had like the vaudeville type entertainment, and so John would come out and he would sing to start his show and then go into his magic. He's a great host. He's a great motivational speaker. Lots of stuff, but it's difficult to get that across in that audience. And then followed, swiftly on by Fraser, who, in the words of Simon Cowell, looked like a rock star or a movie star. And so, yeah, I think with a lot of these things, I think that your perception, how you look, goes a long way as well. So if you've got talent and you look good, like me and you, Sean, then you'll go a long way.
Well, you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you can execute even better, and it becomes a very attractive quality instead of a detractive.
Exactly.
It doesn't detract from your act, right? So
Exactly.
Fraser says PHS 2027, and he's got a heart there and a question mark. Yes, PHS 2027. The planning is underway. Speaker submissions, like we said, are ready to roll. So if you want to be a speaker and pop down from Scotland in 2027, that would be a great time. I know at least one other guy that I'd like to see, but he's on the other side of the world, in the land down under.
Would that be Jaden by any
Yeah,
chance?
yeah, it would
Yeah.
be. I
I
think it
must
would
admit,
be.
it'd be good to get Jaden over.
Yeah,
Um, I
I
must
think.
admit, we should have a PHS map. So we've had New Zealand, I believe.
Yep.
We've had technically China,
Hmm.
and so yes, it'd be good to get. It'd be good to get. We've had where's Arta from? He's from Poland,
Yep.
Netherlands, England, Ireland. So yeah, we should get a PHS map. Canada,
Uh,
obviously.
yep. Canada, obviously, but Jesse, you're not. No, no. I don't think it's quite that bad. I think um, you're a model. Um, I will say this. I've watched a lot of Jesse's ads and things that he's been pumping out, and over the span of his career, which I think Jesse, correct me if I'm wrong, it's about 21 years. What I see all the way through is somebody who is a professional, somebody who's managing the stage, somebody who is allowing people to have fun doing what they're doing, and it's just consistent in your ads, and so I foresee an explosion of business coming your way for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
20 this year. Okay, I was close.
Yeah. I'll tell you what we did announce this week as well. I'll pop it up, I'll think, and that was Michigan.
Oh
Uh,
yes,
yeah, so
it's
Michigan,
still there.
yeah, it's still there, still just as warm. Um, so that's that. I mean, that's one offer for Michigan. But we announced this week kind of the collaboration between the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference and PHS. So if anyone's ever attended PHS, you then get a 15% discount on your tickets for the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference. There is, if you go onto the main page of the website, there's a special button link you can do there, which is absolutely fantastic. And I believe we'll be doing a similar offer in like we're kind of doing it for following years now, so that we'll be putting a card type thing in their goodie bag to help promote PHS at their conference. So yeah, it's really good. And Dan and the team at Michigan are great supporters and a great help for PHS, which is fantastic because
Yeah,
putting
100%.
these things on, having those extra support does make a big difference.
And Michigan is 6 years old now. It's
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. So again, you have two conferences that have been growing in different areas, serving slightly different clientele,
Yeah.
but also realizing, you know what, we're not islands unto ourselves, and there is crossover.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We've said it before. Like if you are a hypnotherapist or consulting hypnotist or presenting, whatever terminology you happen to use, um, gaining the skill sets that are available at PHS will
Yeah.
only make you better.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that's it. hypnosis is hypnosis is hypnosis, whether you're in a therapy room or on the stage or on the streets. But again, it's not just the techniques; it is the business side of stuff as well that's really important.
Yeah, yeah, it is. There's no question about that. So
Yes.
yeah, Michigan's coming up in October. There's so many conferences now that have kind of started growing up. The Irish Hypnosis Hypnotherapy Conference is it next month?
Yeah, Irish Hypnotherapy Conference is next month. We've also got Heartland Hypnosis Conference. We've got Hypno Thoughts, obviously, in, is it July?
Hypnothoughts in July. Yep.
Yeah, Hypno Thoughts in July.
We've got
Um,
an LA convention that has started. I believe
yeah,
Lori.
there's a Portugal Summit.
Yeah, so again, now you're starting to see um, there is that need for connection.
Yeah, yeah. And it's, I always kind of think like Hypno Thoughts is like the supermarket where you get to taste every different flavor, um, and then niche down and
Most
then
people
find
don't like
out.
it when you lick them, though.
Well, not everybody. And then you can find your niche, find your tribe, and where you want to kind of double down for your area of expertise, and then go down that rabbit hole, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, but yeah, go to meet as many hypnotists as you can, and go to as many kind of, as well as the big ones, go to the more kind of niche ones as well, because like I remember like the friendships that can be formed. The first time I went to Michigan, I can't remember how many people were there. There was not many, but the quality was so much better for it, because you get to sit and have lunch with the people that you read about in books, that you can't pay for that kind of time really.
yeah, no, and that's really it. Like, take advantage of it. Doesn't does size matter? Yeah, most people would say yeah, uh, but so does the quality.
Yes, definitely, definitely. We did mention, obviously, replays are available, and the tickets are available as well if you want to purchase those. Um, the sooner you do it, the easier it is for us organisers, rather than leaving it till last minute. But it means we'll be putting stuff out there for. Oh, we've got a few comments there. Jesse, you can learn that you can be one of the people in the books. All right, you're absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll be adding to the website over the next week or so. We have got a couple of sponsorship opportunities. Some of those look like they're already earmarked. So the awards has already been earmarked by Corey J. He's very much been a big supporter in Jim's name for the award there. We've got a main event sponsor and two room sponsors available, but they're on a first come first serve basis, and it already looks like that could be earmarked. So, but that gives us a bit of breathing space to enable to put more into the experience of the conference as well. So yeah, looking forward to it. I know the goodie bags. I was speaking to Dan, so we might be collaborating on. I say collaborating, stealing his supply of the goodie bags. Um,
I
so
prefer
yeah,
to think of it as conveniently borrowing.
yes, we have this thing where he tries something and we borrow it, and then we try something and he borrows it. And so yeah, but that's what it's about. It makes as an organizer, it makes our life a little bit easier. And it means someone else gets to test it, and if it's successful, then we can take credit for it, and then we can do it. So yeah,
Um, you know, as much as it's conveniently borrowing, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's collaboration. It's like,
yeah,
hey, I did this. This worked really great. Hey, I did this. It didn't work so great. Um,
exactly.
Swag bag recommendation. Nothing meddled. because not everybody has check luggage that they can put it in.
Yeah, exactly.
It was it was one of those things, and no, I mean everybody that I was there, I would have thought would have had at least one check bag, but apparently not. So there are people who can pack lighter than I do.
I've just seen a thing, someone in the UK, and I think I might try it next year. They shipped their luggage, so I think they put 5 outfits in a box and shipped it to their destination, and it arrived the day after their flight, and it saved them. I think it saved them £37, so probably $50, rather than paying for the expensive checked bag on the plane. So that might be an interesting thing, especially for PHS this year.
I've heard of it. My only issue is FedEx and UPS, and they cannot deliver just as well as anybody else. Case in point, I ordered something from Lenovo, and I waited a month and a half for it to never show up, uh, and eventually get returned to Lenovo, which was fine. I ordered the same part from Amazon, and it was here less than 40 hours later.
Wow.
So
Yeah. Yeah. A quick selfish.
maybe get Amazon to deliver for you.
That's true. A quick selfish plug. If you're about tomorrow over on that there Be Live, do check out their YouTube or Facebook. We're doing a series on there on kind of short form video, and how not to lose your audience. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, I
So,
think I saw that on LinkedIn, right?
yes, yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's everywhere. They put it everywhere. Bless them. Cool. I think that's it for me.
sounds good. I think we're good here, and of course we will see you all next week at about the same time. We hope. Time
Yes.
changes on the weekend for everybody on this side of the pond, so we'll retool and figure out what time works for us and go from
Yeah.
there. Until then, take care, stay well, be
Be
awesome.
awesome.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.